second. So like I said, today we're going to be talking about a main character. So the story we're going to be looking at is called The Bad Case of the Stripes by David Shannon. So today, after our lesson, you guys are going to be able to say, I can identify how Camila changes from the beginning to the end of the story. So guess what we're doing today? To start, we're gonna do a picture walk. Yay, we love analyzing before starting our lesson. So we're gonna do a main character picture walk. So like we've done in the past, look at the picture and analyze. Analyze means look at Camila and think about what is her story going to be about. We're going to guess. We're going to make inferences today. We're guessing with our mind, with our eyes, using clues to think about what each of these pictures mean. And like always, go ahead and write your responses in the chat so we can all together get an idea of what these stories or what these pictures are telling us today. Okay, so let me go ahead and switch over to that. Whoa. All right. So let's start. Our first picture. Let's do 30 seconds to start. Tell me, what do you see in this image? Try not to look at the words. Try to only look at the image. This is Camila Cream. That is the name of our character. Zoe. She has lots of clothes. Yes, I also noticed that she has lots of clothes. Lots of cool colors. What else do we notice? She looks sassy. Chelsea, I thought the same thing. I thought she kind of had a sassy look in her face. Um, Anybody else want to tell me what they see in this image about Camila? Noah, yes, she has lots of shoes. Lots and lots of shoes. What kind of shoes do we see? I see some high heels. I see some sneakers. I see boots in the corner, both corners. Great job. Okay, let's move on to our next image. Okay, let's see who can. Oh, that was quick. That was quick, quick, quick. Yes, so we notice a change in Camila. I see lots of you saying she has stripes. She has tons and tons of stripes, different colored stripes. Great job. What else do we see about Camila in this image? What can we infer is happening here? Jacob, she's sick. That's right. Jacob, what makes you think that she's sick in this picture? The thermometer, yes, and the cup. Many times when we're sick, we take our temperature using the thermometer that you see here. And she has a cup with water. Many times we try to hydrate when we're sick. Let's go on to our next image. Tell me what we see in the chat looking at this picture. She's having a doctor look at her. Correct. I also see the doctor is looking at her in her throat. Good job, Emily. Yes. Yes. Noah, great job again. He's probably trying to figure out why she has stripes. Great inference. I'm going to do one more. I'm going to read one more. Who can tell me what they see? The doctor looks worried. Yes, the doctor looks worried. I'm sure if I was a doctor, I would be concerned if I saw one of my students or one of you guys with different colored stripes. Next picture, let's go. What do we see in this image? She kind of does look like a flag. Good job. Yes, she does look like a flag. What else can we see in this image? He looks surprised. Are you talking about this fella in the green and white striped shirt? He does look surprised. He looks surprised to be seeing at her and looking at her because she looks a little bit different. Like Emily mentioned, she looks like a flag. She has red and white. Perfect. Yes, Zoe. They are probably doing the Pledge of Allegiance right now. Zoe said they have their hand over their heart. That's what we do when we look at the Pledge of Allegiance. So Zoe guessed that because they're doing the Pledge of Allegiance, she has stripes and she has stars on her face. Let's move on. Brandon, great job. Great inference. Brandon says he thinks that they are bullying her or being mean to her. Brandon, what makes you think that? What makes you infer or guess that they are being mean or bullying her? They're pointing, they're laughing. Yes. And what do we see about Camila Cream in this image? What is her body language, her face showing us? She looks scared. Yeah, she looks scared, frustrated. Great, great. Yep, exactly. Her arms are up. She's like, why? Stop. I would feel frustrated too if my friends were screaming. Oh, you think they're screaming? I see the guy in the red. Yep, he's screaming. He's going like this. He's probably saying something really loud. Nice work. Okay, let's move on to our next picture. We have quite a few that I want to get through. So I'm going to do just two responses here. Who can tell me? Whoa, that's all. All of you are super ready. I didn't even get a chance to see. It's like a. Okay. Her parents look worried. Emily, the doctor, she's calling the doctor again. Maybe she is. Let's find out. Next picture. Lots of doctors. They're testing. Great job, Brittany. She says she thinks that they're testing on her because they have the arm thing that actually checks your pressure, your blood pressure, and they're running tests. They're trying to figure out what's going on with Camila Cream. Next picture. What can you guys tell me about this picture? A gumball machine because of the dots up here. Maybe a gumball machine. What else can you guys tell me? Her body's changed. I also see changes in her body. She looks frightened, scared. That's a good word. That's a good vocabulary word. Great job using a vocabulary word. All right, next picture. The doctors are scared. Nice work, Noah. You're asking a question about this. Noah's asking, are those arms part of her body? Guess what? We're going to find out all of these different questions when we actually start reading on this page, when we do our read aloud together as a class later on today. I just wanted us to kind of get their ball rolling, us thinking, guessing, inferring what's going to happen next. So let's move on to our next image. What do we see here? The news came to her house, correct. Look at all of these different news articles. You can see the cameras, you can see the reporters. They have a microphone, they're knocking on her door. Nice work, guys. Nice work. Nice inferences. Let's move on. Oh. She grew a tail. Yes, she grew a tail. She grew lots of different things on her body. A feather, correct? You were right. Those were on her body. They probably were looking at her. Nice work. Let's move on. She's changed. She's the room. Yeah, it looks like she's the room. Her parents are scared. I would guess her parents are scared too. I love how you guys are inferring and guessing so quickly in the chat. What do we think about this image? What do we think about looking at this image? It's her grandma. She looks older, maybe. She's gonna make her soup that makes you feel better, huh, Brandon? Possibly. That's a great connection that you're making. So Brandon thinks that the grandmother is going to make her soup and make her feel better because Brandon's grandma has makes him soup and makes him feel better when he's sick. That maybe could be true. That's a great connection that you're making, Brandon. What do we see happening in this image? Medicine. You guys think she's feeding her medicine? Possibly feeding her medicine. Brandon said he knew it. She's gonna make her feel better. Possibly. I love that you guys are connecting and you guys are guessing. So they look like green pills. They look like green pills. Maybe they're green pills because of the shape and the size. Nice. Next picture. She's better. Oh, Camila's better. She's her regular color. Great job, Emily. So we did a great job at connecting our images and guessing, inferring what was going to happen with Camila. So let's go back to our slide. So today what we're going to do in groups is you guys are going to get a chance to talk about this. So we're each going to go into our groups that we normally go into. We're going to do two things. So we're going to talk about Camila's character traits. Now remember, character traits are different things that happen to a character, different characteristics, such as her personality, such as how she looks. So let's go ahead and read this. So it says Camila Kareem character traits. Let's actually make it big for everybody to see in our whole screen. So it says what she is like on the inside. The author shares what Camila is feeling and thinking. The author shares Camila's personality and what she's afraid of, dislikes, and is likes and is afraid of. Sorry, tongue twist. Next, Camila Kareem character traits. What is she like on the outside? These are traits that can be seen by a reader on how does Camila look, act, or dress. So today, before we start reading, we're gonna guess. We're gonna talk about what we think happened to Camila with her character traits by an art activity. So draw an image explaining what happened to Camila. Add 2 sentences to explain your drawing. So today, instead, before we read, we're gonna guess by what we saw, what happened to Camila, and you're gonna tell me using your words and your images why you think that happened to her. So you can be right or wrong. This is just us guessing from what we saw, what's going to happen, or explaining why you think that happened. So this is an example. If I think that Camila got sick because she ate Skittles, then I'm going to draw a picture of Camila with Skittles, and then I'm going to write 2 sentences explaining that. I'm going to say, I think Camila got sick because, or changed because she ate too many Skittles. Then I'm going to say, my second sentence is going to be, I think Camila got sick from Skittles because Skittles have lots of colors. All right, so go ahead and break out into your rooms, and we are going to come back and actually read the story in 15 minutes. And if we need more time, we'll